Hello everyone, and welcome to the Litany of Catholic Martyrs for May 31st. I offer this ministry as because the church doesn't talk about martyrs enough. Martyrs are the backbone, the growth of the church. They are the blood of the martyrs is the reason the church grows. Father John Hardin says that in the first 4 centuries, he relates that the first 4 centuries, every pope was martyred. And we all know that between Diocletian and Maximus and Nero and everybody, and Aurelian and all the other emperors during that time, they tried to murder every Catholic that they get their hands on through innumerous means. But you don't hear about that in homilies anymore. You don't hear about the martyrs anymore. You barely hear about the saints anymore. If we didn't have feast days, we'd be in trouble. So I do this because other than saints, other than the Lord, the triune Godhead, other than the saints and our Blessed Mother, the martyrs are next. They are the reason the church grows. Through their blood, the church grows. People don't like to hear that. People in the secular world don't like to hear that. But the fact of the matter is that in the spiritual world, sacrificing your life is a stairway to live eternity with Jesus. So I do this because I don't want people to forget who they are and what they've done for the church. So for today, I found a document that has a daily thing for every martyr, and I just read that, and if I find something interesting, I talk about it. So all that being said, these are the men, women, and children. Yeah, and yes, children, many children. Day before yesterday was a 12-year-old who was martyred with his father. So here we are for May 31st. These are the martyrs that we love and would remember today. At Brescia, Saint Angela Merici, Virgin, foundress of the nuns of Saint Ursula. She is mentioned on the 27th of January. At Born, Saint Petronia, Virgin, daughter of the blessed Apostle Peter, who refused to marry the nobleman Flaccus. Being granted 3 days to deliberate, she gave herself up to fasting and prayer, and on the third day, after having received the sacrament of the body of Christ, she yielded up her soul. The Lord gave her a gift, because 3 days of not eating, unless she was already emaciated, then that wouldn't have been enough. So on the third day, everything's in threes in the church, and those of us in the church know that. Continuing at Aquileia, the holy martyrs Cancius, Cancian, and Canciania, for their attachment to the Christian faith, they were condemned to capital punishment with their tutor Protus in the time of the emperors Diocletian and Maximian. At Torres in Sardinia, Saint Crescentian, martyr. At Comana in Pontus, in the time of the Emperor Antoninus, Saint Ermius, a soldier, being miraculously delivered from many horrible torments, he converted his executioner before they were going to kill him. His executioner converted him to Christ and made him partaker of the crown, which he himself obtained first by having his head struck off with the sword. At Verona, Saint Lupicinus, bishop, and finally at Rome, Saint Pascasius, deacon and confessor, who was mentioned by the blessed Pope Gregory. These are the men, women, and children who we adore today. Remember them during your day, especially as an example, somebody cut you off in traffic on your way to work, and you get a little irritated, upset, maybe to the point of pounding the steering wheel, but the fact is that that's just a simple thing, and say a prayer for that person and love them the way that Christ loved us. God bless all of you for listening this morning. Take care.